What's good, everybody? How y'all feeling? Welcome to Sideline Talk. Coach Herb in the building.
I don't see the place to be. What's good?
What's going on, everybody? Boy, Coach Tay in the building.
Yeah. And we got the black screen. John, that's hard.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me, but all right. That's John. All right.
Not this time, brother. Not this time.
The second black screen is here. How y'all doing?
Yeah. Cooler, man. Shucks. We had a good one, man, to close out the Tears of Joy, I should say. Close out the 2021 season. It's always sad when football season ends. Well, should I say the games end? Because technically, for us, football season never ends.
All right, I'm about to say football season about to start back up.
Yeah, we just missed it. We miss watching the games every Sunday, so that's gonna hurt for a little bit. But we did get a pretty good one to end it. Rams, congratulations to the LA Rams. They defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20 last night. And we're gonna break it down. First quarter, the good, the bad, the ugly of the game. Let's start with Al.
Okay. So the game itself was good, but come on, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald, Von Miller was the great of the game. I mean, Aaron Donald single-handedly kept Cincinnati the 8 yards that they needed from field goal range to tie it back up at the end. Single-handedly, literally, with one arm brought down P-Ron from getting that 3rd and 1. The bad, I think Zach Taylor kind of got a little bit conservative with the play calling. I didn't think Sean McVay's offensive play calling went well. The good one that I skipped was Raheem Morris. I think his defense, the second half, to go from 1 sack in the first half to, 6 in the second half? And that last five possessions was 4 punts and a turnover. 4 punts and a turnover on downs for the Bengals. You can't really ask for much better than that to end the Super Bowl defensively. The ugly, I'm gonna go with Odell Beckham's tore ACL on the same knee.
Bruh. Super ugly.
See what happened when your ass trying to fucking moonwalk in the end zone and shit. Your knees ain't that good, bro.
That moonwalk was fly though. Like
the moonwalk was fly.
Like that's impressive.
Yes, it was fly. Had your ass in the fucking sideline crying afterwards.
My man out there moonwalking the cleats. Like what? Like yo, different. T, what you got? Good, bad, ugly.
That kind of sounds like Al a little bit. I think the good. I'm not only about Raheem Morris, but I'm gonna say the defensive game plans from both teams early on were really good. I think just limiting what teams do well was great. The reason why I give Raheem Morris the edge in his game plan is because as a signal caller, it's one thing to call plays that work, but it's another thing for timing of plays and waiting for specific things. And I was talking to Donovan earlier, and I felt like Raheem Morris waited until the second half to incorporate games into his pass rushes. Because, with the extended halftime, he might have felt like they might have been able to adjust a little bit better by having way more time to make adjustments to it and stuff like that at halftime if he had threw it out there a little earlier. By him throwing it out there late, just like he did in San Francisco, it's just a timing thing. When you need it the most, he came through with it. I thought that Raheem Morris was the great, the good, or whatever. I thought the bad has to go to Zach Taylor's late game play calling, if you ask me. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Not only just late in the game, but early in the game, they went for it on 4th and 1, and they had Samaje Perine in there again. I don't understand how you don't give Joe Mixon the ball on 3 1 yard to go situations. Crucial. 2 4th downs and a 3rd and 1.
And even if you don't give him the ball, just have him in there as,
something to watch.
Give you options, because usually when Perine is in the game, it's a run.
Mm-hmm. So I think that was the bad. I'm gonna say the ugly. I think I'm gonna have to go with right guards not anticipating chop clubs at this point. I mean, he's lining up in a wide 3, and if you watch any film on Aaron Donald, you know that a chop club is coming. It's coming when he needs it the most. And they didn't. I don't understand how you don't overkick. Like, you gotta overkick. So that's the ugly, and like the man said, ring him. So.
You brought up a good point about the timing of Raheem Morris making the adjustments to start calling those Texas type of games on the line. It reminded me of the first Ravens Cincinnati game this season. Like, we look at the game and the final score was a blowout. But if you look back on the first game, the Ravens had the lead in the second half. They was in it. It wasn't until the defensive coordinator started zero blitzing and had everybody play the sticks, similar to how Miami did the following week. Everybody points Miami I was doing that. Go back and watch the game. Cincinnati did that in the 4th quarter. Picked the right time to do it, whereas the offense struggled to make the adjustments right there on the fly. So Raheem Morris was very smart, very, very good games there in timing of switching things up. John, last one, what you got? Good, bad, ugly?
I'll say the good was mostly the Rams defensive line and some in the back end too. I mean, you had some crucial tackles on Joe Mixon and some of the receivers, but you got to give a shout out to some of the what Cincinnati was doing defensively until they couldn't hold up. I mean, it could have been a blowout. Luckily, Odell got hurt when it did, but it slowed the offense what it was. I say the bad. I don't feel like it goes to one category or one team. I feel like Zach Taylor deserves some of that bad part. I feel like Sean McVay had some Greg Roman moments. Like, it was like, what the fuck are you calling? At times, I feel like it was a lot of miscues from the quarterback on both sides where they was missing some things, missing some throws, rushed some things. It was like, it's a Super Bowl. You got jitters. So it was like overall, everybody should get kind of a somewhat of a bad. The ugly goes straight to the offensive line. And I mean, I was screaming for them to get an offensive lineman before it was even running. So, I mean, you can't give up 7 sacks and expect that you're going to win a game versus a team that can actually not going to give the ball up and lose it for them, like Tennessee did. Because truthfully, Tennessee should have never lost the game, but they played in the divisional round. You had the game in the ropes. You got 9 sacks, and you pretty much give the game away. So the bad has to go to the offensive line, period, on that whole game.
Okay. So, damn, I lost my thought. It was something you said. Something you said triggered something.
John, is it just in the pass game or in the run game too? Because I felt like both running backs was averaging like 4 yards a clip.
Now, when
to start the game, like probably the first series, I thought the coordinators adjusted like towards the as the game went on. Like, by the second quarter, it felt like, man, nobody could run the ball.
Right. And as the credit to us, we've been saying power and getting the extra lineman and doing double tight end sets. What Cincinnati was successful as doing at one point, I felt like, with the Rams, they was just stuck. Like they didn't get away from the run, but they could have had dialed up a better running play than what they had to help their offensive line, and especially in the interior, because they was getting killed in the interior. And it was a couple of things that was just missed coaching wise and adjustment wise that could have been, to make the game, as y'all would say, a back and forth blowout. I mean, back and forth type of a game.
I give a lot of credit to like we all mentioned Aaron Donald and his dominance, but what Ashawn Robinson was doing on the line in the run game and in passing down situations when he was in, like Ashawn was resetting the line. Wherever he was at, he was just a man amongst boys. And then you got other young guys, 50. I think was it Ernest Jones?
Yeah.
He played very well.
To take on that block from Joe Mixon and to plant and get up and still make a sack that's good. That's good right there. A lot of people don't like recover from that type of a low block and still make that play.
Yeah. I just felt like, the line as a whole, just on both ends of the both sides of the both teams, I should say, their D lines played well. It's just down the stretch, the Cincinnati's defensive line couldn't get it done.
I missed one. It's kind of a good, a bad, and an ugly all at the same time. Detroit Lions.
Really? Really?
Shout out to the Detroit Lions. I mean, you had Ashawn Robinson and Matt Stafford. So it's good, and bad, and ugly.
You said, and who else?
I said it's good, bad, and ugly with Ashawn Robinson and Matt Stafford going from Detroit going to LA to get a ring.
Don't they got a couple of players that was on the Bengals? Originally started in Detroit too.
I know Whitworth was a Bengal, but that was like
no. I'm talking about like a couple of Lions that were Bengals. I mean that are Bengals now. I feel like it might have been like one or two.
Might have been possibly.
Yeah, but that's funny and petty. But I have a thought before we move on to the second quarter. I always think the structure of how certain practices are organized on the NFL, from what I'm seeing, the NFL level, the college level, and the high school level, needs to be tweaked. Because I get it, when you game plan for a team, you script your first 15 plays. You also try to scheme up and hopefully attack certain coverages that you're going to see, right? But your team shouldn't look totally different when one player is out of the game. I feel like there should be more reps with the second unit, with the first string quarterback, because typically how it goes, the first team gets all the reps for the most part. And then you sprinkle in the second team here, and the second team receivers work with the second team quarterback. But in actuality, why not have the starting quarterback work with the second unit guys? You get what I'm saying? Just to build a chemistry within that week, just in case. Because we playing a game where one injury to one guy, you got to be ready, no matter what's the position. You feel me? Yeah. And to me, it should be no way that a great offensive mind, as we've seen from Sean McVay, their offense shouldn't look that desperate and that inept as soon as Odell go down. That shouldn't be the case. Van Jefferson is a talented receiver. Skoranek, he's in the league for a reason. He gets snaps for a reason, so he has some talent there. So I don't understand how it seemed like they were scrambling to trying to get things, to get on the same page. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. like I said, the timing kind of was off. I mean, you could see it on the interception that Matthew Stafford threw after their first half touch. I'm sorry, the second half touchdown.
No, that's a drop. That's a
Right.
drop.
What I'm saying is he didn't run through the ball coming across the middle. Like it wasn't a bad pass at all. He just he stopped and kind of tried to catch it with his like short armed it basically, and it just fell off his hands. You got to run through that.
Yeah, I just thought it's interesting. It's like all these years, it's the same thing, and no one is being innovative in practice to fix it. Like we always preach your strong is your weakest link and all of that good stuff, all those great cliches. But when are we getting these guys that's behind the ones, the reps with the ones? Like you're supposed to be dominant. Like it really should be a revolving door. Oh, Odell went down. Oh, all right, watch this. Cool, Van. Let's use your strengths. Van, we know you can. We can run instead of use you as a deep receiver. Let's use you on some crossing routes because your footwork is nasty too. You got strong hands. You can run after the catch. You get what I'm saying? It's like they don't think as much, but I guess it's up for us to make that adjustment, T.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree with you.
All right, second quarter, shop it or stop it. The rules are, I'm going to make a statement. If you agree with it, you shop it. If you disagree, stop it. And then you're going to speak your piece on it. All right, first one. Despite tearing his ACL again, potentially tearing his ACL again, Odell Beckham will still have a big free agent market. Shop it or stop it.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. Real quick. I'm gonna stop it, not because of the ACL injury or of his play. I truly believe he already knows where he wants to go or where he wants to stay, and that could be in LA or another market. But I don't believe it should be big because he already knows where he wants to go. That's just how I feel. I think the environment in LA is probably everything that he's ever dreamed of. He probably feel like he can have more years with Matthew Stafford, and he's in his early 30s. So, I mean, not to just knock on the market itself, like nobody wants him, but I just believe that he already knows where he wants to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna shop it. I'm gonna shop that he does have a market. What John just says probably true, but I do believe that there will be teams trying to get him on their team, even knowing that he probably won't be able to play till probably week 8, 9 or something like that. If it is a torn ACL, I do think that teams will be still going for a guy like that. It won't be your lower echelon teams. It'll be the upper echelon teams looking to change the championship. But I believe maybe 3 or 4 teams that believe he can come in and make a difference right away when he comes back.
Okay. Al, what you got?
I'm gonna shop it. He's proven he's a number one. No matter what people said about him, he's actually proven his maturity as well for how he handled the Baker Mayfield, Cleveland Brown situation. That exit kept his. He pretty much for the most part. I haven't heard him say anything negative about that situation. Kind of kept his mouth shut, went to work, and took his role as not the number one guy in LA. And again, didn't complain about catches. You didn't see him disgruntled or nothing like that.
Right. And at the time, he chose to go to a team that was loaded at receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So he just kind of the maturity of Odell, and again the play of Odell warrants a big market. Now, like to go agree with John, if he wants to stay in LA, it's not going to be because the market is not there. It's just going to be because he wants to stay in LA.
Facts. Okay. Shop it or stop it. The last drive of the game was an example why Matthew Stafford is a beast at playing the quarterback position.
I would like to go first, please. I'm gonna stop it. I'm stopping it simply because saying this guy's a beast. I mean, he's a solid quarterback, but a beast to me is somebody who completely changes the game. Like, I mean, and I don't think that he's a game changer like that. I don't think Matthew Stafford did anything to make me say, all right, he's a top tier, top 5 quarterback in the league right now. So I'm stopping it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much going to stop it as well. Like, I don't think beast is the correct term for Matthew Stafford. He's a good quarterback. He's always been a good quarterback. Location matters. I mean, I can tell you that in business, and that's the same thing in the NFL. Location matters because you're stuck in the dungeon that is Detroit or New York Jets or, for the most part of our lives, Cleveland or Houston or, these franchises have great players. It's just a horrible run franchise. Yeah, where you land makes the biggest difference. I mean, can you imagine somebody
biggest difference as far as what?
As far as your trajectory of your career, could you imagine somebody telling
You talking as far as like wins or just talent?
Wins as far as your career wins, as far as how you're used, as far as like, can you imagine someone telling? Like, imagine Michael Vick going to a system that said, no, you sit in the pocket, you don't run. We don't get Michael Vick. You see what I'm saying? Like, your location, where you go, matters.
I get what you're saying. It's funny that you said that because it's like when you think of Warren Moon, how he said that in order for him to get to the top colleges and all that, he had to stop running because coming out he was just as mobile. And you look at him and it's like, damn, Warren Moon, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever from the pocket. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I just thought that was funny how he was like he's the anomaly of that statement you just made. John, what you got?
I'm gonna stop it. I mean, I believe Stafford is a good quarterback. I believe that's that final drive just staples that you can win with Matthew Stafford. I don't categorize him as a beast in that one moment. I would say a beast moment would be Cooper Kupp on that one drive, but that's another conversation. That's just how I feel about that one drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper did take over that drive. Matt Stafford had a hell of a throw. Couple nice throws on that drive, just like far as the location of the football was just like pinpoint. The one everybody, huh?
He had a couple misses too.
Yeah.
Climbed the pocket.
The one to back in the end zone to Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one to Sharonik or whatever his name is. He climbed the pocket and it was and a throw to the sideline, and he skipped it to him instead of just driving the ball in. It was a 6-yard pass too, so like I'm just saying, like that's why you should stop it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love he getting on the no look to the dig to Cooper Kupp. That was pretty. That was really pretty. But yeah. All right. Shop it or stop it. The Bengals should be the favorites to win the AFC.
I'm stopping that. Barring Buffalo really not improving. I'm gonna go with even you still got Kansas City that can also improve. I'm just gonna stop it. I'm not buying the Bengals as an AFC favorite. I'll buy them as an AFC contender.
Okay.
I'm going to stop it. Bengals fans, I want you to be pissed off when I say this. I played with house money all year. All the AFC North quarterbacks were hurt. Baker Mayfield, hurt. That's a better roster than what you have. The Ravens, hurt. Lamar Jackson, hurt. Better roster than what you have. Big Ben is, for all intents and purposes, is a dead quarterback. So
Dead.
I don't see you surviving your division next year, to be honest with you. You might get third, possibly.
Hey, Pittsburgh gonna bounce back like that to get one of the two spots?
No, I think they wise up and trade Baker Mayfield this summer, hopefully.
Well, I hope you don't think the Ravens gonna be one of them.
I would definitely take the Ravens over the Bengals next year. If we're healthy, I'm definitely taking the Ravens over the Bengals. Like I don't believe in Zach Taylor. Now, can Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon and all of them overcome Zach Taylor? I mean, they did it for a stretch this year, but it finally caught up to him against a great coach and team.
Well, they ain't got to worry about that in our division.
I don't know about that last point about it catching up. Like you look at the game, they just I don't know. I don't know because both teams struggle to make the adjustments when it needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just down the stretch. Cincinnati don't get a stop. Cincinnati get a stop. Who knows what happened? They're the champs. They had a 15-play drive. Like, let that sink in. To end the game, to take the lead, like, that's insane.
And you had five straight drives to end the second half.
Right. I get that.
Punt. Turnover on downs.
I get that. But on the flip side, so did the Rams. That's why I said the adjustments were made by both teams. They were struggling. It's just
it was close to a turnover.
But no way. If
you kept it going.
I'm not sure. I'm not like don't quote me on it, but I'm willing to bet if I go back and watch the game. The only time was a 15-play drive from any team was at the end. I'm willing to bet that.
Probably.
You see what I'm saying? Like when it came down to it, they couldn't get a stop, and that was like, wow.
But in the second half, when they needed to, the Rams did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I don't put that on the head coach. That's the players at the end of the day. Because if you got the right play call.
No, it's two separate thoughts. You're right. It's two separate thoughts. I don't believe in Zach Taylor is one thought. The second thought, like you said, when they need to get a stop, they're gonna get it. I don't have faith in them to do that consistently. I mean, he did it to get there, but I don't trust them doing that consistently.
Okay. John, what you got? Shop it or stop it?
All right, stop it.
Okay.
Mainly because you can't give up 51 sacks in a season, and you're leading the whole league in sacks, and expect to repeat the same thing to go to the Super Bowl or to even be a strong playoff contender to the divisional round. A lot of teams are not going to let you get away with what you got away with versus Tennessee or versus sometimes the Chiefs. I mean, you just seen how many times that the Chiefs had him in his grabs and they couldn't make the tackle. So you're not going to get away with that over and over again. You done gave up 70 sacks combined from the regular season to the postseason. You just can't keep doing that. So going into right now, looking at it, without making any adjustments, your offensive line does not make you an AFC contender. I like the Bills, like KC, Burn. You re-sign Orlando. Titans are not going to be the same Titans how you didn't walked over them. I think with a more healthier, stronger, consistent running game, that whole team is different. The Chargers have a better offensive line. I like that offensive line way better to stay in the game and actually get down the field and get a field goal to win a game. You just have so many revolving doors. It's going to be tougher for you to expect you to get right back into the championship.
Okay. All right, I'll stop it as well. The funny thing about this year with the Bengals, from the draft, they took a gamble. Instead of taking, arguably the best left tackle in the draft in Penei Sewell, they chose Chase. And because of how the season went, like sometimes, like we would say the football gods, the way it played out, both sides of that were right. They were right because they were more explosive offense with Chase. It was wrong because they had 70 sacks total on the year, 70 plus. So it was wrong there. And it's like when you look back on the season, fluke stuff happened a lot for them in key moments. Like they don't get me wrong, they had great game plans. They were very explosive, but a lot of fluke stuff happened at key moments that just kept them in it. Take the Super Bowl for example. We talking about the best man-to-man corner in the game. He lined up playing bail technique on Jamar Chase. As he's running, he's standing over the top, and he just, for some reason, has the dumbest, most elementary moment in football. He puts his hands on the receiver in man coverage and looks back at the quarterback. Who can run full speed while looking backwards? No one. On a 9 route, ain't nothing about that showed he was slowing down. That's fluky. We seen the game in Baltimore where he beat Marlon Humphrey on the slant, and then 5 guys all fall over each other. He go 80 yards. Like stuff like that is fluky. It happens. Joe Burrow escapes what? Like John said, a sack. Like the man had him in his whole grass. Somehow he gets out, picks up 19 yards. Like it happens. You can't bank on that every year. They got to improve their offensive line. Also, they got to bring back Ogunjobi. He's a must. His play in that middle on defense was clutch. And he never had a gigantic payday. This is opportunity to get paid. And we know from experience that the team president doesn't do a great job of bringing guys back to Cincinnati. So who knows what's going to happen with him. Also, Jesse Bates is due a big contract. How that's going to play out. Then you factor in BJ Hill, who was up for, he played extremely well in the postseason. Then you got the tight end who should earn a big payday. So I don't know. I think it's going to be tough.
The good thing for them is they have a lot of money to play with. They got a lot of cap room to play with. Yeah,
it's just a matter of how they going to do it.
Right.
Is it going to be spent the right way? It's like you mentioned before about location, about certain franchises that knows how to win the game, knows how to compete each year in and year out. This is the first Super Bowl in what? Our era, you might as well say for them. The last time Cincinnati had this much success, they broke the team up. Not even this much success. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So who knows how it plays out? All right. Third quarter. This is funny. Are the Rams? We hear all the noise about Aaron Donald might retire. Buddy, only 31 years old. I might retire. Are the Rams a Super Bowl contender with or without Aaron Donald?
No. They don't have draft capital. They don't have cap room. So how do you replace the best defensive player in football without those two things?
So without him, they're not. What about with him? Are they still a Super Bowl contender?
Yeah, with him, they're definitely a Super Bowl contender. I think
Based
they've
on
been a top Super Bowl contender with him ever since he's, been there. Even with Jared Goff, like they got to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. With him and McVay,
since Sean McVay, they've been a Super Bowl contender. You gotta say it that way.
Mine is the Fisher era. I blocked that completely from my mind. Mine is the Fisher era, yes. Ever since they've got Sean, and Sean is not even 40 yet. He still has a lot to learn and a lot to grow. So with him, yeah, they're contender. Without him, no, that's a wrap.
I'm going to stop it only because they have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of work to do as far as rehab. Three of their best players offensively are going to be coming off of injuries. Two of them severe, one of them not as severe, but still a good injury. One being Tyler Higbee, the other being Odell Beckham, if they can retain him. Another being Robert Woods. So all those three have to come back healthy. You're losing your anchor at left tackle, Whitworth, who's obviously going to retire. He's 65. You could be losing Aaron Donald, who may come back and may not come back. Deshaun Robinson, I believe, is going to be a free agent at the end of this year. Well, he's a free agent now. You got to retain him.
I'm looking at it. He's not.
He's not. I thought he was a free agent. Okay.
No, he's good.
Then you got Von Miller, who's a free agent.
Yep.
Potentially get him back or whatever.
You also got two more on the offensive line that are unrestricted free agents this year. Austin Corbett and Note Bottom, who stepped in for Whitworth when he was out and was playing well.
Okay, I mean, so all these factors play into you being a contender, and not to mention, Al talking about them. Somebody said that they were in cap like trouble or whatever, and if they are in cap trouble, it's kind of tough to, to make moves like that to improve your team if you don't really have that no capital, and you don't have a first round pick now, and you're gonna be drafting towards the end of each round going forward this year, so it's gonna be tough to remain a Super Bowl contender. But I think they banked on that. They knew that.
Right, and you said your stance is it don't matter if Aaron Donald stays or goes, you don't see him as a Super Bowl contender based on
right.
Okay.
It's just a lot of different factors that have to go great in order for that to happen.
And let's see. Without the first round pick, I'm trying to see how many picks they have this season. This draft, they have one. Damn. They got 4 draft picks. 5. Sorry. No. 4. Yeah. They got a second round pick, 2 in the third. Their own pick and a comp pick for Brad Holmes being hired, and they have a 5th round pick.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough. You can't pay nobody either. It's tough.
Damn. All right. Kansas City or Buffalo would have been the better team to beat the Rams this season.
Yeah, I think either one of them would have given the Rams they'd have beat the Rams. Without Becky, they'd have beat the Rams. With Becky, it'd have been a closer game. Like I think they were on their way to blowing them out before the Beckham went down.
I'm not willing to say that because I think what I don't want to lose here is Cincinnati's ability to score before this game. They were able to score on some really good defenses leading up to this game, and I still think that talent-wise they're up there. Would Mahomes have been more experienced in certain situations than Burrow? Possibly, but when did Burrow make a bonehead not rookie, but young player mistake? I don't recall it. So you can't say that. Is Kansas City's line better than Cincinnati's? Yeah, but I mean, you're still going against the Rams, and you're not. Yeah, it's not much, right? So then you got, what about Kansas City's defense? Is it better than the Bengals? I mean, I don't know. They both got primetime players up on in the front seven, and solid players at corner, pretty much like the Bengals had. So Buffalo, yeah, they don't have a running game that they can depend on solely. So you got to be able to pass, and they was pretty much in the situation that the Bengals was in throughout this game, unable to run the ball and just having to pass. Could they have done that? Possibly. Could Josh Allen have made plays with his legs? Possibly. But I don't think that it would have been leaps and bounds above what Cincinnati was able to do in this game.
I'm gonna let John go around. Want to rebut that?
To the contrary, I believe it would be leaps and bounds because I have more trust in the coaching than I do with Bengals. Now,
and who's coaching?
What you mean?
Both teams?
Both Buffalo and Kansas City.
Both teams?
Yeah. That's not nothing to even shrug at. Like, they didn't lose the game pretty much coaching wise. They lost the games because of stupidity from the quarterback position.
You talking about the Bengals lost a game because of stupidity, or you saying the teams that were out lost a game?
The teams that were out.
Okay.
Like with Kansas City, when you got Pat Mahomes throwing invalid passes not once but twice, you got Tannehill do the same dumb shit not once but back-to-back years. Like, go to backtrack. I can't see how you fathom as an owner and a GM to say that you will stick with Tannehill and you lost the same way in the playoffs twice. The same fucking way. You throw it not to your best receiver, but you throw it to a third or fourth string receiver, not once, but twice back-to-back years. And you can't even thinking about bringing Aaron Rodgers in the fucking league with AJ Brown and Julio and Derrick Henry. You fucking stupid. But to go back to my statement, I just believe a better team coach-wise offensively to capitalize on the miscues that the Rams were doing early in the game. Even with Odell going out, I believe Josh Allen would just find a way to do the dumbass scramble to the right, throw it for fucking 40, touchdown, Stephon Diggs. And I believe that with the position that Cincinnati was in, with KC and Buffalo in that position, they do go up. They do score another touchdown. They don't get held to a field goal in that position where they were at. I just believe in that coach and that offense better than what I did at that moment. And that offensive line. I believe that offensive line gives them an extra second and don't just get pretty much bitched like they did for that field goal they had to settle for after the interception.
Okay. I believe the team that was in the Super Bowl earned the right to be in the Super Bowl, and that was the best matchup this season. I understand all the Buffalo love, but to me, Buffalo this season was nothing but Kansas City 3 years ago. The defense had all these names and couldn't stop a soul. Like, it is what it is. Like, you couldn't stop Kansas City from doing what they did. Like, throughout the year, you couldn't stop damn near anybody. I don't see them stopping the Rams in the Super Bowl. Kansas City, on paper, it would cause the defense, to play back a little more because you got to account for Tyreek's speed. That's the only adjustment I see. But at the same time, I don't think that offensive line could have held up to the games and stunts that the front seven is going to bring. So I think Cincinnati was the right matchup, and they had a chance to win it multiple times, and it just didn't get it done.
So actually, John really did my rebuttal. I was just going to say that the coaching matchup alone would have made it better for Kansas City or Buffalo. I mean, Sean McVay went from coaching against Belichick to coaching against Zach Taylor. Of course, it's going to be a lot easier the second time around.
But what
the chess matchup between Raheem Morris and Brian Daboll or Raheem Morris and Eric Bieniemy would have been worth it for me. Like I look at coaching matchups. I think you mentioned the line play. Now, Aaron Donald got busy against the Bengals, but you had Aaron Donald on one end going crazy, and then you have Chris Jones on the other end going busy. It's going to be a pretty good defensive matchup, or it could be a pretty good offensive explosion.
But you had that in the game. Trey Hendricks was going crazy. Ogunjobi was going crazy. DJ Reader was going crazy. Like, you had that in the game. How much difference would Chris Jones have been other than Trey Hendricks, who had 15 sacks on the year, to Chris Jones is what he had?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not going to look at the numbers. Like, I don't ever speak on numbers. That's why I said I don't know. I don't really speak on the actual numbers of how it's going to go. I just know that Chris Jones is a better player than Trey Hendrickson.
I don't know.
And then not the Trey Hendrickson, but the only person that's Aaron Donald is up here, and then you got other interior defensive linemen like down here, and Chris Jones is at the top of that notch. I'm taking Chris Jones over everybody that's a defensive lineman that's not named Aaron Donald. To me,
I don't know about that
as far as interior,
I don't know about that one.
Over everybody that's not named Aaron Donald.
All right, what's going on in Arizona, man? This is crazy. You hear they say the young quarterback. I'm gonna preface it that way because he's young. The young quarterback is immature. He's not get in early, stay late type of quarterback. He's more of they don't believe he takes accountability for his actions, if you will. He's more of a finger pointer. He's one of them. And then you get, Kyler put out a statement. I'm gonna read what he put out just like an hour ago. Put up on his Instagram. K1 put, I play this game for the love of it. My teammates, everyone who has helped me get to this position, that believed in me, and to win championships. All of this nonsense is not what I'm about. Never has been, never will be. Anyone who has ever stepped between those lines with me knows how hard I go. Love me or hate me, but I'm going to continue to grow and get better. Not only was this the first time he responded all weekend to all of this, but he actually put a picture back up with him in Cardinals gear.
Let me just say this. This whole thing is just pussified to me. Like, it's pussified from the organization standpoint to even put that out there about your franchise quarterback. And for him to put it out there about the team, like, it's just such a girly middle school back and forth type thing that nobody benefits from. Who's benefiting from this? At the end of the day, both of y'all gonna work together for the next 3 or 4 years, at least, because you locked him up money wise. And I mean, you got him money wise on that contract, rookie contract. And what's the benefit of putting it out there? If that's how you feel, go talk to him and say, this is what we need from you. And that's how you feel, go talk to them and say, I'm not feeling this, this, and that. And if y'all have talked and then y'all feel like, oh, well, we can't get anywhere with it, okay, then guess what the next thing to do is? Make an adjustment, make a move. But having all this come out is girly, it's pussified, and it's uncalled for. And it makes not only the Cardinals look bad, but it makes Kyler Murray look bad as well for even entertaining. I wouldn't even have responded. You respond when I'm on another team. That's when I respond.
Like I said, it's a bunch of NWA niggas with attitudes. That's all it is. I mean, Arizona hasn't been back to a Super Bowl in over 10 years, and we see why. You can't treat your franchise quarterback this way. Kyler Murray hasn't had much success in his league, and we see why. Because you can't behave like this if you're the professional leader of a franchise.
Now have Coach Wilkes to blame it on.
They don't.
Jones, you about to say?
I said winning cures all. DeAndre Hopkins comes back, everybody gonna be fine.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everybody. Just keep your business your business. Everything needs to be broadcast. But if it is out there, if it's any truth to him being, immature and not that, come in early, stay late kind of quarterback, someone in his camp got to check him.
Agreed.
Because that is the standard for that position in this league. Like, no matter how you slice it, you have to get better in the film room. You have to do the extra grind in the film room, with your teammates, the extra work. It has to be done if you want to achieve the level of success that you want. Not even the team success. Even if you're selfish about it and say, you know what, I want this type of contract. Like, your first contract is guaranteed only because, you're a rookie. That second contract is what you're really trying to get. That's going to set you up forever. So if you're not doing the extra work and you're playing, you're just banking on pure talent to get you by, that ain't gonna work in this league, man. Everybody's talented. You got some of the most talented people in the world on the practice squad. You got guys running 4.3 and accurate, all this and that, and can't get off the bench. But somebody gotta check him. Like, bro, that ain't gonna work. Be a real friend and look out for him. Look out for his brand. If that's accurate, that he's immature, he's not putting the extra work in, he's not taking accountability. Like, I don't mind him pointing fingers, like saying you messed up, but it's all in the way you do it. Like, I'm a firm believer that if you lead with grace, if you lead with love, you can tell somebody anything. It's just how you come off how you come off about it. So K1 gotta get that right. So people been talking reckless to me. I ain't gonna say it's reckless, but I kind of I'm not in total agreement that this Super Bowl halftime show was the best ever.
I don't believe it was the best ever either, but you're not going to agree with who I think was the best ever. So
that shit was phony. He's singing in the rain. I'm singing Purple Rain in the Rain. Like,
you already know. You already know.
Like, look, I love Michael Jackson. I went back and watched that performance like 5-6 times. It was good. It was beautiful. Had the whole crowd with all the different colors with Heal the World, and it was beautiful. The whole room when he jumped out the ground and doing the little pose, everybody going crazy and look, all of that. It wasn't the best. It was cute. Like this one was dope. Like you had the whole set with Dre, you know, mixing everything. That was dope. It was a great vibe. I don't know if it was the best though.
First of all, I'm gonna say Beyonce's was the best.
Which one though? Because I think with her and Bruno, or it was the Destiny Child one.
Beyonce, the one when she was in New Orleans, right?
That's Destiny Child. All right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say that one.
So you don't even remember that Destiny Child was there,
right?
First of all, nobody remember Destiny Child anyway.
Hey, don't you disrespect Kelly Rowland like that?
Look,
there's another person on that.
Kelly is
on
like
that squad.
Fine.
Huh?
What you say, John?
I said there's another person on that squad. Her.
Hey, look, man, look. I love Michelle, but he ain't gonna disrespect Kelly Rowland like that. Like,
first of all, I'm Team Dawson, and Kelly is legit fine. Like, let's establish that. I think after what was Kelly's single? Dilemma,
Motivation?
Right?
Motivation.
Oh, Motivation was dope too. All right. Dilemma though. Dilemma, that was like her.
Dilemma was Nelly's. Yeah.
Her and Nelly?
Oh, okay, yeah. So Motivation was her. What she got now?
See what I'm saying? Like, it's disqualified.
Well, here's my question. Where's the motivation for another singer? Let's talk about it. But that was the best halftime. I thought yesterday was dope. I mean, it was pretty cool. I could have used a little bit more Murray dancing.
Bro,
I could have used the actual Murray dance though.
Yo, right. I thought I could have used a little bit more Kendrick Lamar.
And the Golden Lords.
The Golden Lords, yeah. Kung Fu Larry and them. Yeah. So I'm still gonna go Beyonce the best ever.
Go get him, Larry.
I could have did without Eminem. I could have did without Eminem part. Eminem was cool with Lose Yourself, but the whole pandering that him and Hillary Clinton be doing, I ain't with it.
Not Hillary Clinton. Pelosi.
Just pander. You the only nigga that's doing that. Like, why?
Pelosi put on a dashiki and kneeled in the hole. I'm done with these Democrats.
It's just a bunch of justice theater. I ain't with it.
That's not good. I can't go left on that because y'all know me.
I can't talk about the government I work for.
So
got good benefits. Let me shut up.
So, like, for me, like, what makes it a good halftime show is the performance as a whole. Like, I wanted to see the dancing, you know, the surprises, the medley of songs flowing beautifully. You know what I mean? The energy, all that makes a good performance. So, like I think Beyonce's was excellent. The Weeknd's was dope from a theatrical standpoint, but I ain't really care for too many of the Weeknd's music. Like, it was dope to see, you know, he brought the movie aspect when he had the wrapped up face, and then the what was that last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought Timberlake's had a lot of energy. His set was dope. He brought like a bunch of hits out.
You cannot. I can't believe this. I can't.
What? I ain't saying it was better than them. I'm just saying what I enjoyed it.
We don't even mention Justin Timberlake or Katy Perry's.
What was wrong with Justin Timberlake?
First of all, the only thing good about Justin Timberlake was when he used Prince songs. That's it.
Thank you. I was waiting for somebody else to say it. I wasn't gonna say it because I'm a Prince fan of the group. But
so basically you're saying you're not a Justin Timberlake. You're not a fan of Justin Timberlake's music.
What I'm saying is Justin Timberlake had to fill his time slots with Prince songs. That's what he had to do.
Right. It didn't hit until he used Prince in Minnesota with the purple, and he don't rock with Prince like that, and Prince don't rock with him like that.
Correct.
Again, the justice there. You can keep the faith.
He a thief. He pulled her breasts out at the one, and then he's stealing songs. He's a thief. He's stealing dignity and songs. I'm telling you. Pulling breasts out.
Okay. First, let that go.
You trying to bait him.
Hey yo, I was that close. He threw the line. Almost between the legs with that one. I let that one go.
I like Coldplay, but Coldplay just don't fit that setting.
No. I ain't gonna mention on them. That's for me. That's what disqualifies. Damn, that kind of helps. Because the year that Bruno was Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Coldplay.
Right.
The Coldplay messed it up for me.
It just don't fit that setting. I like Coldplay. I just don't like it in that setting.
Right. I'm saying if it was just Beyonce and Bruno, it'd been perfect. Like the year 2014, it was just Bruno. Then put Red Hot Chili Peppers at it, and it kind of messed it up. Like, come on, man, let Bruno rap.
Bruno had one by himself?
For the most part, in 2014. This one, 24 Karat, all that was out.
Okay, I didn't even remember that. All right, cool.
It was crazy. But I think we're all in agreement. Beyonce might be the queen of the halftime shows. Prince was dope. Prince was dope. Like, don't get it twisted. I like Prince. It was dope. I just.
Are you lying? You ain't got. Stop capping on
Prince.
that.
I'm not lying. Like, listen to Prince a lot. He's just not better than Mike.
Stop capping on that.
Everybody, like the majority of people with ears know Michael Jackson has better music than Prince. This is what
no
it is.
one has ever said Michael Jackson was a better musician than Prince ever in the history of music.
I ain't say musician. I said better music.
No, that's not what you said. You just said music. You said he is better than Mike. He's not better than Mike. To me, Prince is more talented than Mike. What? Prince is arguably the greatest guitar player ever.
Hell no.
Ever.
Hell no.
Ever.
Hendrix,
Bootsy, short list.
Ever.
Adam Blackstone now. Slash.
He's in that short list with them. It's a short list. It's him, Santana.
Light-skinned nigga with a guitar a little bit, and everybody loses his mind.
It's guitar players. Come on, man. Come on.
Yo, ask them who the best guitar player ever is. They gonna tell you Prince.
Okay.
What is Michael Jackson before Quincy Jones? I hate to do it that way. I hate to do it. Oh, it stings. Like
for platform shoes, and I get it.
No. I don't. Listen, he's more talented. He's more talented than Michael Jackson. Perfect, easy. His music is not better.
What is Michael Jackson without Quincy Jones?
Cool.
Well,
without Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson is a talented entertainer.
Right. He got great videos. Musically.
But let this sink in. Even with that, he still has better music than Prince.
Musically, Prince, you know his music. You know Michael Jackson videos. Half the time you don't want to listen to a Michael Jackson song unless it got the video with it.
That's a lie.
Let's keep it a book.
That's a lie, Al.
Ain't nobody listening to Thriller without the video to it. Like, are you listening to Thriller? You throwing on Thriller without the music?
Yes.
The video?
Yes, absolutely.
You can't listen to Beat It without the music? You can't listen to
the video? No.
Without the video? Are you crazy?
I need the streets to light up. I'm sorry, I need that. When I listen to Michael Jackson, the very next thought I get All right, going with some Prince.
You know what? And you know what's ironic, and this kind of plays to your point about the Quincy Jones factor. You listen to the music of Thriller, of Beat It, of Billie Jean, of Dirty Diana, of what? What else was on the album?
Dirty Diana's a Prince song.
Wait. Let me finish. Even if it's just for the production, how where he going with this beat now? This section was here. Why he switched to that? Even if it's just for that, you listen to the music. Even if it's just for that, like he has good music. Like you saying, what's the artist without Quincy Jones? You can say that for a lot of artists without Babyface.
You can't say that for Prince.
Man, Prince got like 95 albums, and everybody talks about one or three or four songs out of another one.
Okay.
Still talking about Prince.
You're not gonna disrespect Prince on this show. That's not what we're doing. This is not a Prince bad session.
We all agree he's a better musician. He's more talented than Michael Jackson. Music, I don't know, Doc.
He's great, Doc. I'm sorry. I like Mike. Don't get me wrong.
He's great.
Mike.
He's great.
I can't tell. I
He's
can't
great.
tell you like Mike. You talking about all you can do is watch a video.
Right.
Come on, man.
I like Mike.
Mike songs, man.
The best Mike song to me, without the video, is probably what's the joint? The slow one. Love, Lady of My Life. Other than that,
you can't listen
Heartbreak
to Man.
Hotel, bro. Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
Dirty Diana is a Prince song.
Living
Like,
off the
let's
wall.
keep it a bean. That's
Living
a
off
Prince
the
song.
wall.
Huh?
Off the wall. You can listen to it without watching the video. If he ain't had no video for that.
Matter of fact, the song with Stevie Wonder wrote for him. I'm glad you mentioned that album. The song that Stevie Wonder wrote for him. I can't help it. Stevie Wonder song.
That's the only one. Come
on.
Yeah, like, Al tripping.
I like Mike, but come on, he ain't Prince.
Al being a fan. That's all you
don't. No, you don't.
Michael Jackson is on my Mount Rushmore. It's just the first face on my Mount Rushmore is Stevie, then Prince, then Mike.
Hell,
all.
I can't believe that. I don't believe that just off the fact that you said you can listen to the songs unless you watching the video.
That's what he said.
I can't believe that. Ain't no way he on Mount Rushmore.
I said when you listen to the music, you want to watch the video. That's what he is. So how you can say
that's not a discredit?
That's not.
You want to watch his video. When I listen to Prince, I want to listen to Prince.
Wait. Taylor, he actually bigged Mike up bigger than Prince. Because no one says, let me go watch his Prince performance.
Because you want to listen to Prince musically because of his music. I don't watch Purple Rain because of his acting. I watch it because he's a musician.
First of all, if I want to hear Purple Rain, I'm not even just turning on I'm not turning on Tidal and just listening to Purple Rain. I'm definitely YouTubing Prince's live performance of Purple Rain. It's 20 minutes long. It's
of the actual song Purple Rain.
Yes.
All right, I get that.
Live performance, mostly of him playing the guitar first, and then he played the guitar for like 7 minutes, and then the crowd starts singing. He like, nope, not yet. He make him wait 7 minutes, and then he starts singing. This dude is off the hook. They were just sitting there looking at Prince play the guitar for 7 minutes. I'm telling you, you gotta YouTube it.
Nobody got time to YouTube. Nobody got time to YouTube no light skin tendencies. Nigga, you either play the fucking music or you get the fuck off the stage. Your ass is permanently off the stage. So I mean shit.
Well, we know he's off the stage now, John. Come on.
I'm about to say both of them off the stage right now.
All right, moving on, because we about to go left.
Yeah, well,
they want to do a mean live just now.
Well, that was a real end right there, because he's about to go left for sure.
Oh man. All right.
Like who had the stronger medicine? Which one of them niggas had the stronger medicine?
All right, so look, we're gonna talk about the best destinations.
Go.
The best destinations for the top free agents for the NFL. The best destinations. All right, I'm gonna throw out some names, and y'all tell me the best team fit for this particular player. All right. Oh Jesus. Let's just. Somebody. Well, let's see. Devontae Adams. Best fit for Devontae Adams. Best team. Which is Devontae Adams do this? He stay in Green Bay? Aaron Rodgers is under contract, regardless of all these speculations of him being traded and all this and that.
Best fit, Green Bay. And if it's not Green Bay, I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Man, you done made me check it. Let me go check their roster. You about to make me go see if like Mike or somebody is free agent.
Mike is a free agent. Ain't he? I'm almost certain he is. Mike Williams.
Yeah. Mike is a free agent. Yep.
I would say wherever Aaron Rodgers go, but if he wants to stay, in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in Green Bay. But if I say another team, I'll say the Raiders. That's something that the Raiders desperately need.
Go back to his college quarterback.
I mean, Derek Carr need one. He needs a true number one, and Waller needs some separation to get open more.
Okay.
Yep.
I think where he is the best destination with Aaron, but to switch it up, that should be different. I say New England.
Why?
Because they need a receiver that can get open constantly with their new quarterback and that run game and their defense.
All right, y'all had to put a little more thought into this. No,
are we still stuck on N'Keal Harry and Jacoby Myers being something one day, possibly?
No. It's a valid destination, but y'all gotta put a little more thought. Like, are they gonna pay that man what he worth? They don't pay nobody what they worth. That's why people be bopping.
I say they ain't paying nobody. Besides the defense, they ain't paying nobody. I'm just saying
that's been their MO. That's
right, but Belichick. They changed their MO to bring in all of these people last year. So they changed that MO because they see that it's not working.
No. He even the money they pay for these players with friendly deals. We talking about paying the best receiver in the league $20+ million a year. And he's already what, 27, 28 years old. Are they going to do that?
Why not?
He's 29
He's not
years
paying
old.
anybody.
He's 29 years old. Are they going to commit that type of money to a 29-year-old receiver when every single year it's going to be 10 receivers in the draft that can come in right away and put in work? At least 10.
Name the wide receiver that they hit in the draft.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, money-wise, they like to stay flexible. That's New England.
Right, and I understand that. You like to stay flexible when you got Tom Brady making it happen. But when you realize that offense is going absolutely nowhere, and none of your receivers can get open, and you have a chance to get the best wide receiver and route runner, you get them.
Von Miller.
I think John hit the nail on the head with this one. He talked about bringing him to Baltimore. To me, I think that's the ideal spot for him. Get to come and lead this defense and play right away.
I say Baltimore, Arizona, or the Chargers. Paying with another defensive end, pass rusher, so there's no lacking in it. Real quick before I leave, what y'all think about Richard Sherman comments on Matthew Stafford?
What did he say?
Matthew Stafford?
He said the Hall of Fame, and he quote, "The Hall of Fame bar is incredibly low now. Like a participation trophy, no all-decade team, no all-pro, no MVP, one Pro Bowler, not even MVP of the Super Bowl, never considered the best of any year he ever played. At least Matt Ryan has MVP."
Oh, no, I agree with all of that.
I was just about to say Matt Ryan's numbers are better than Matt Stafford's. So if one of those Matts get in, and y'all know I don't fuck with Matt Ryan at all. Matt Ryan is the one.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Like I thought the whole talk about him being a Hall of Fame quarterback after this win was bogus, especially when you look at the win-loss column and like his numbers not that far from Joe Flacco, and Joe got a better win-loss column and a Super Bowl MVP. So like, if Joe ain't a Hall of Famer, like come on, man, y'all relax. I know we in the moment, but Matt Stafford ain't a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Either one of them is. Him or
Right.
Bill.
All right, fellas.
All right, John. Like that shit crazy. Let's see. Brandon Sheriff.
Cincinnati.
Damn, that's a good one. But they ain't got the money, right?
They ain't paying nobody, are they?
Huh? You're right. Most of them guys probably under rookie contract.
They got money. They need a guard.
They got money.
Tennessee's a great spot. I have to go with that. It makes too much sense not to go with that.
It seemed like he loved DC though.
I don't know why. He must be wrapped up in that allegation.
Tim, I think because he made $18 million last year.
Yeah. I mean, 18 mil, I'd probably stay there and block.
Like Brandon Nice, and he had a ton of injuries. Been dealing with 18 mil is 18 mil. Caught in the spot rack, his calculated market this upcoming offseason for Brandon Sheriff, who's 30 years old, is $12.9 million a season. It's gonna be interesting.
Can't afford it.
Say it again.
No, I'm just thinking locally, we can't afford it. Because he can still get the DC from Baltimore if he,
Throw another name out. Go back defensive. Stephon Gilmore.
I would say back to Buffalo. Pair him with Tre'Davious White again. You're an instant contender.
Levi Wallace is a free agent.
And Levi wasn't like upper echelon anyway. He was just a solid option. But if you pair Tre'Davious White with Stephon Gilmore again, that's pretty mean.
What about something like maybe Denver? Kyle Fuller's out of there. You got Pat Surtain on the other side.
You think he's trying to play for anything other than the championship now and getting paid? Or
Why ain't you factor that in?
Oh, because he was a part of sending him to Carolina, where he's from, this past season. So so in a sense, he got to fulfill that dream, playing for your hometown team.
Right.
I would think the competitor that he is, I would think that he will be playing for championships, or at least that the opportunity for championships. Because you think about it, he got in New England, like it was after Brady, but he's like, man, shit, we ain't got Tom. Right. I ain't here for this. You know what I'm saying?
Did he win one in New England?
Huh?
Did he win one in New England? He won one there, right?
Let me check. I believe so.
I believe he won the one that Tom left for.
The last one, right? Okay.
Let me see.
I think it was on that Atlanta one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the Rams one.
The Rams. Got you.
Yeah, so
That's crazy. Tom Brady been in so many damn Super Bowls. I can't even remember which one he played in. Like, I forget 3 of them daily.
Right. But I would think, because he could. To be honest, I would say the highest bidding contender. To be totally honest, that way because he's the market, he gonna make about $14-15 million a season. So whoever's bidding the highest and they're a contender, I think that's where he's gonna land. Jerry might do it if he got cap space.
Pay him with a homeboy. That's shit. I ain't got no safety.
All right, what about Honey Badger?
Will he fit in Baltimore? I keep seeing Honey Badger to Baltimore on Twitter. That's the rage on Twitter. Will he actually fit here?
I'm trying to figure out if that's a serious question or not. I'm trying to read the text.
Serious.
That's a real question?
Yeah, as far as monetary. Well, I don't know what the scheme is now.
Monetary, he ain't gonna fit. Right now we got like $9 million, but
is he a fit for Baltimore? That's all I'm saying. Like, I didn't look at it to give it any legs at all. I keep saying on Twitter people want him to come to Baltimore. And I just don't know how possible or feasible that is.
I think it's a matter of, I say yes, he's a fit. It's just a matter of where you want to direct your money to, as far as the big dollar amount. Because with Von Miller, well, Von Miller still got some talent where he can command $10 million from a team. Just off his name, just off what he showed you, what he could do. So if you want Von Miller in here, would you, can you work that out? Honey Badger, same way. He could play the deep safety. He could play in the box. He could play nickel. I think it's a matter of, where you want to, allocate your resources.
Yeah, I would have to say probably just back to Kansas City. I don't know where they are cap wise, but it's just too good of a fit for him, and they need him too. Like
that's my initial thought. Just stay where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at their let's see, upcoming free agents. You got Honey Badger, Jaron Reed, Tre'Davious Ward, Orlando Brown. Ain't too many priorities on this list. And you got some guys, but I would think Orlando Brown or Honey Badger be priority as far as bringing back. Obviously, it would be Orlando because of, you traded for him and then you got to protect the quarterback. So I would think that would be the top 2 priorities for them. Everybody else, I'm like, you could pretty much let walk for real.
Right.
All right, let's go 2 more. I'm trying to pull some guys who aren't too pricey. Somebody who's not who's a solid contributor. Or should I say rising star? Marcus Williams.
Ooh. Marcus Williams is free, or is he considered strong?
Free.
About Minnesota. Opposite of Harrison Smith. Really shore up that secondary that they got going on. If you bring a young talented guy like that in, so your back end is pretty much shored up.
Who needs a safety?
What you thinking, Al?
I'm trying to think who actually needs a safety. Who do Green Bay have on their back end? I feel like their front is a lot better than their secondary. But I can't remember who else is in that secondary.
Adrian Amos on there, he right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the Rams?
But
the Rams
Adrian played strong.
Oh, he playing strong? Okay.
I believe so. You said
What
the
is
Rams?
Sorensen is a strong safety, right?
The Rams bringing 37-year-old players out of retirement to start at safety.
Yeah, true.
The Rams. I don't think the Rams can afford Marcus Williams, to be honest.
That's probably. Well,
yeah. Actually, Adrian do play free.
Adrian play free. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think who need a safety. Like, that's just a hard spot for me to. Buffalo, maybe?
They got Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
That's right. Either. I'm trying to think who back besides the Ravens need an actual safety.
In New Orleans. Dennis Allen was his DC. Now he the head coach. I mean,
but he can't. They don't. I heard they don't have no.
Oh, right, yeah. They ain't got no cap.
Them niggas like negative 125 mil over the cap. Like,
right. What about Seattle? Because what's the name of this free agent too?
Which one, Diggs or
I think Diggs. I think Quandre is a free agent. Let me double check.
Yeah, they're gonna need that.
I mean, that way you could leave what's the name in the box more.
Adams in the box.
Yeah.
That gotta be one of the worst trades I've ever seen in my life.
Philly could think Philly needs a free safety. All right, and let's go tight end. Let's do that one. Let's see. Tight end market. Oh, Jesus. To be honest, who would y'all? I do it this way. Who would be considered the top tight end? I'm just looking at these names. Mike Gesicki.
Gotta be Mike Gesicki.
CJ Uzomah. Njoku. I'm trying to get the younger guys. Evan Ingram. Yeah, it gotta be Gesicki. All right. Mike Gesicki. New head coach. New OC. New tight ends coach.
I hate to say it again, but like the Chargers. Like the Chargers make a lot of sense for needing another playmaker, and Mike Gesicki is definitely a playmaker. So I would go to Chargers, and if not the Chargers, I would say maybe Minnesota. Minnesota had not been able to get it right with, with Rudolph and those guys. So They need
Irv
to
Smith.
recover.
Don't forget about Irv Smith. Irv coming back from injury.
I would say he was hurt. Yeah, that's right.
I was saying Irv is back,
Yeah,
but
Irv
Kyle was in New York.
Yeah.
Irv come back healthy.
Well, you know where I want him to go, but
why? You don't want him to go there for real.
It's a matchup nightmare. I just think having matchup nightmares is with the scheme that they're trying to run with Greg Roman. When you run 2 or 3 tight end sets, defenses have to adjust personnel.
Look, man, you gonna have to pick a side.
I'm just saying, if we stuck with him.
On one hand, Al, he said, you think Pittsburgh gonna be the 3rd team in the division. And now he's talking about bringing Mike Gesicki. Like, come on, man.
We got to bring somebody in. We can't be as is. We can't be as is.
No, they're gonna bring somebody for sure.
I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Wow.
I'm going with the Giants.
Who the hell throwing to him?
Your boy.
They got Daniel Jones right now.
And that's his boy.
I thought he a free agent.
No, Daniel Jones ain't going nowhere.
Took his 5th. They took his 5th year.
Oh, okay. I know they only got Glennon.
Oh shit. That was the case.
But yeah, either that or Tampa Bay to replace Gronk.
Yeah, that was the case. Saquon was gonna back up too.
You said Tampa Bay?
Yeah, either there or Tampa Bay to replace Gronk. Replace Evan Ingram, replace Gronk. One of the two.
Okay.
Tampa would be mean, like depending on who the quarterback is.
Who should the quarterback be for Tampa? What should they do? Should they try to make a play for like Deshaun?
Yeah, you're gonna need one. But
Get some of them draft capital, get Deshaun, bring Jameis back. Jameis the best free agent quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't know if you Jameis, you want to go back there after they throwing you out. You know what I mean, like that?
Hell no.
I mean, what's my options if I'm Jameis?
If you Jameis, your options are Houston. Pittsburgh. Your options are
New Orleans. Well, I don't know because they petty.
I was saying they got no money. You already said
right.
They got no money. And you're gonna pay this $70 million to a backup tight end playing quarterback.
You're right, you ain't got that many options.
Tampa Bay and Bruce Arians again, no risk with no biscuit would probably be my best bet to go back to.
Wow.
Yeah. Or be a backup. But he ain't trying to be no backup.
I mean, he wouldn't be a backup if he went to Pittsburgh. I just don't know. I don't know that cap situation one.
Roland, damn, my bad, y'all. I wasn't in looking at the chat. I apologize for everybody in the chat. Bray Boy said we need Jesse Bates. He asked a question. Orlando played good this year?
Yeah. Are you asking that? Did he play good?
He asked a question. Did Orlando play good this year?
In spurts, he did.
Yeah, he had spurts.
I say in the playoffs.
Yeah, he played good in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Roland said Chandler Jones has missed all but one game last year. Oh, he didn't. I thought he played a couple games too.
I say, damn, he only had that one game where he had 5 sacks.
Right. He had to play more than that. He asked, would you trust Chandler Jones here on a 1-year deal for $11 million?
11 is a lot coming off an injury. That's too rich for the Ravens, blood, in my opinion.
Coming off an injury and what, 33?
Yeah, it had to be something. In my opinion, it had to be something like around 7, and it had to be maybe some incentives or something. 7 for the Ravens' benefit and incentives for his benefit to try to, But as far as Chandler, I mean, Chandler Jones is cool and all.
31. He'd be 30. He damn it 32 when the season start.
I just think we need to show up the interior line. We need to get our interior line better. If you could bring Calais in, and I don't give a damn what happened to Ogunjobi. Bring Ogunjobi in. He proved who he can be. I see you bring an Ogunjobi in or another dominant interior lineman, and then I'm with it. Then you're in good shape. Then you can put Owe out there and Bowser when he returns. And a veteran. They only have to be Chandler Jones level, but you can get an edge rusher that come play, and most of the plays is going to come to them because the pressure inside is going to be so good.
Gotcha. Let's see, Chandler. He also says that he agreed the Chargers will be a great fit for Gesicki. Also, he says, or the Patriots to pair with Hunter Henry.
But
they just paid what's the name?
Jonnu, right?
Jonnu last multi-year deal.
They might be looking. I mean, they can't trade Jonnu. They just paid too much. But I don't know. Was he hurt or did he just not produce?
I don't think he produced what was
Johnny
expected.
Smith was legit in Tennessee, bro.
Yes.
We traded 6 for him.
No, we got him on the schedule this year. I don't think Bill will do it this year. Matter of fact, I take that back. Bill might do it this year. Bill be petty like that. Oh yeah, take it.
Mm-hmm.
So with Calais Campbell announcing that he's coming back, and he's 35 now. Let's see. The start of the season. When's Clay's birthday? Yeah. Start of the season, he'd be 36. Birthday September 1st.
Bring him back.
Are the Ravens the best team for him to go to? Obviously, I believe the Ravens want him back. I believe that's not just hearsay. I believe when Eric said he want him back, he want him back. But for Calais, is that's the best place to go? When you think about it, 36 years old, go to a new city, up your family again, learn a different culture, or at 36, would you just go back to Baltimore?
The best place for him to go on the field, in my opinion, would be Kansas City. You go to Kansas City, you're opposite Chris Jones. Both of y'all playing interior, and you still got Clark and them on the outside. That's the best place to go on the field. Now, for the other reasons you mentioned, the best place for him to be is Baltimore. Again, that's me not knowing cap situations for Kansas City.
Gotcha.
I think Kansas City. I'm sorry, Ravens and Kansas City. One of those two.
Well, if you take a vet minimum and go to LA to the Rams.
Nobody. Kyler Murray. You think Kyler Murray ain't a man now? Let him find out what earned out on them. Man, sheesh. That'd be a good look, though.
I think he stays.
The vet minimum.
Right. That's a super minimum. What would you pay Calais though to stay here? What's a good number? Agreed upon number. Factoring, his ability, the age, being still, your cap, being respectful of his talent. You know what I mean? What's a good number?
6 or 7. I say 6 or 7. And I will also throw in some stuff where, you would give him, obviously the veteran rest and stuff like that.
Okay. Kind of like what they was doing already this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What you think, Al?
Yeah, I was saying I don't necessarily know the cap. I was thinking like anywhere between 6 to 8.
Gotcha.
And like I said, keep the same role. Well, not yeah, basically keep the same role. Brandon is not. I'm not thinking Brandon coming back at all. So
Who?
Brandon. So I'm thinking he's pretty much going to feel like a Brandon Williams, quote unquote, role.
What you mean by that?
Maybe in reverse though. I don't know because he's still a good pass rusher from interior, but he just plays strictly interior instead of.
Not what? Are you saying to limit him to only to the interior?
No, I'm saying primarily interior, not limit him anywhere, but primarily the interior rush that Brandon is supposed to be occupying.
I think in that
his
role,
age and old man strength, he can lock down that zero tech, the 0-3, the 0-1 technique right there.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think for his size, his quickness, it's best to let him play like how he playing. Let him move along the line.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say just like take up that role as well.
Yeah.
Like in addition to, not necessarily in replace of.
I would rather get like Ogunjobi to play that role. If that or go to the draft and find somebody like the kid at Connecticut, Travis Jones, like grab him in the second round, let him blow that up. That massive player.
But I don't want. I'm getting off topic of it a little bit, but if you look at that Odell Beckham replay, you can actually see his knee pop.
Yes.
Like
yes.
That joint was mean.
Yo, and when he grabbed, I said that's ACL.
Yeah, and also we was talking about it yesterday in the chat. That how Weddle was hurt. We could see like he was hurt, and it came out he got a torn pec. And the play through a torn pec, that ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Nah.
So some dudes is like.
And then when you factor in how he got hurt, the play on the sideline, the pass to the flat to Mixon. Mm-hmm. That's a 35, 36-year-old man coming from safety making that play.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was shout out to Weddle. Glad he got his ring. For sure. All right, we're talking about, Calais Campbell, coming back to Baltimore. Is that the best defensive? How should I put it? Will he be the best defensive lineman to target in free agency? For what he does, you know what I'm saying? Will he be the guy?
I think what he does on this team, he's one of, but I think Ogunjobi just showed so much that he has to be, in my opinion, a priority. And that's granted he come back from the injury and be the way he was this past season.
Right.
To me, that you should be trying to improve
D tackle position.
The D tackle position at least twice. And that's just my opinion on it.
Because I'm looking
if you go in there with Matabike and Broderick Washington as your starters, you're in bad shape, in my opinion.
And I think one of them I think they use them at one of them they use at end more than at tackle.
Yeah.
I can't think which one it is, but because I'm looking at like some of the defensive ends that are available unrestricted, I personally, I don't even consider Dante Fowler like hell no. You got JPP out there, Akeem Hicks out there, Jerry Hughes out there, Clowney out there, Agba. Derek Barnett out there. Solomon Thomas is out there. You know, do you bring Justin Houston back?
No, I'm not bringing Justin Houston back.
Right.
First of all, if they do bring JPP in here, we ain't gonna never hit the end of that, and you already know that.
Y'all gonna
That's gonna go down in Ravens history. You already know. As you think Sideline talk bad now? The chat. Wait to that. He can't respond. So via Twitter. So
oh Jesus. Stop.
He can't respond.
Stop it.
I said
Stop
no.
it.
We're not going there.
Al, what's going on, man?
We're not going there.
all right. I'm sorry. That was
Oh man. All right. Cool, man. Let's
see. Look, that's what it is.
I gotta wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up. I'm about to ask some more questions. Let's just go and wrap this up. 'Cause all right, see where it's about to go.
Right. Get up out of here.
All right, man. So definitely appreciate y'all chiming in with your comments and questions. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Continue to follow us on the Facebook group, #Sideline Talk. Also, Instagram @the Sideline Talk. And the Spreaker, not the Spreaker, Jesus. What's it called? Al. Damn, the audio joint. What's it called?
Spotify?
No.
Spotify?
Say it again. Something room. What's the hell is that thing
Oh,
called?
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Thank you.
Clubhouse?
I couldn't remember Clubhouse for some reason. I said something room.
The Sideline Talk room on Clubhouse is open live. Every Monday. The replays are on my page as well.
And if you missed the show, if you can't listen, check us out via Spotify. You can check us out on YouTube. Episodes will be uploaded, I want to say Tuesdays, the day after our show. Follow us on YouTube at Sideline Talk. What the hell is that thing called? Why am I drawing a blank today? Something wrong. Sideline Talk /SLT _SLT. Thank you, Lord.
Sideline Talk _SLT on YouTube.
On YouTube.
@the Sideline Talk, Instagram and Twitter. Sideline Talk room on Clubhouse. Sideline Talk on Spotify. #Sideline Talk on Spotify.
Check us out, Al.
MJ Acosta on NFL Network.
What happened?
MJ Acosta.
Be blessed, be productive, be more.
That's
Happy Valentine's Day. We love you. We out.
Oh man. Let me stop there.